Let me break it to you boys. The average 23-year-old girl has slept with more men than the average 53-year-old woman. Let that sink in. We're living in a time, and I know this because I used to be a teacher for many years, and I couldn't believe the sexual promiscuity amongst 14, 13, 12-year-old girls, because here's what they had. They had access to Snapchat. They could send nudes of themselves to older boys or whatever it is from the age of 11. 12, nudes or whatever it is. Well, it's technically child pornography. They would start so young, and they're living in an era where there's no negativity attached to sleeping around. It's seen as liberating. So by the time a girl is 23 years old, I promise you she's slept with more men than a 53-year-old woman, because a 53-year-old woman grew up in a time where she was shamed for sleeping around. There was no sexual liberation. There was a sanctity attached to sexuality. A 22-year-old grew up in a time where Snapchat, twerking, wearing promiscuous clothes, going out, being on social media was all normalized. So if you think that, I'm going to be with a 21-year-old, she's going to have low body count. Guys, what world do you live in? What world do you live in?
Yes, what's poppin'? So the comments that I had posted right there, was a really popular perspective in the comments on this post. Even Jamel Hill, her comment was a whole lot longer, so I couldn't fit it in. But most people feel like the conversation is too much about girls and young ladies and not enough about boys and young men, right? The conversation has to be held on both sides, because if these girls are being promiscuous, then who are they being promiscuous with is the fair question. But it goes back to it goes hand in hand with the conversation about cheating and how much men cheat, and men are dogs, and men cheat. But who are they cheating with? Do you think men who are cheating are only cheating with single people? No, they cheating with single people, and they're cheating with people who are cheating. You understand what I'm saying? They're either cheating with cheaters, or they're cheating with people who are okay with cheating. With the exception of when dudes lie and girls don't know that they're cheating with a cheater. But what I'm saying all of that to say this: the conversation is always twofold. You can't accuse girls of being highly promiscuous without adding boys to the conversation. And you can't have a conversation about how much men cheat without having the conversation about women. That's why I say when we having these conversations, they have to be whole and complete, and both genders have to be held accountable for their participation in it, because one doesn't exist without the other. One doesn't exist without the other. So if the girls are being promiscuous, so are the boys. So the warning signs and the conversations that you have with the girls about safety and, respect and all of that, the same conversation got to be held with boys. Unfortunately, in our society, that's not how it works. A girl with 100 men is a hoe. A man with 100 girls is a hero. Like, that's just how it's been designed. But unfortunately, the reality is a lot of boys are affected by promiscuity just like girls are, but the conversation is not held enough. Just like the cheating, a lot of men have conversations about cheating, but women and girls cheat too. So I think the better way to come to a resolve is to have a conversation with both sides on both topics.